Welcome to Real Estate Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters, sharing proven strategies to help you build a better business today. And here is your host, Keith Doherty.
Hello and welcome to this episode of our show. This is your host, Keith Doherty. Today our special guest is top real estate agent Sallie Elliott of Priority Group based out of Omaha, Nebraska. Simply stated, Sallie has never known an easy real estate market. Beginning her career as an interior designer and stager, she got her license right before the crash of 2008. In fact, fully licensed by January of 2008. Faced with adversity, she used her passion, knowledge of homes, and personal relationships, which landed her appearances on HGTV's My House is Worth What and Rate My Space. Hard work and perseverance paid off as she was named New Agent of the Year of 2011 for the Prudential Real Estate in Omaha. Now Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate, and she has grown with Berkshire Hathaway as a Chairman Circle Award winner since 2012. Setting out to build a team, she created Priority Group, which encompasses her clients' experiences as their priority. So with all that said, Sallie, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Sallie, if we could start, your bio led us a little bit down the path of how you got involved in real estate, but could maybe you give it, expand upon that a little more of what led you into real estate? Was it kind of something you knew you always wanted to do, or did you kind of stumble into it?
I did stumble into it. I have my degree in interior design, and I was doing staging for real estate agents, and then I would make $50, and the real estate agent would make more money, obviously, after I did all the work. And I also wanted to get into house flipping at the time. Again, this is before the crash, but it would be a good way to utilize my skill. I also have a passion for new construction. It just kind of made sense.
Excellent. And in the time that you've built your business, what personal attributes or traits or qualities do you think have most contributed to the success you've had? And then can you maybe talk a little bit about how you developed those?
Well, I would say the personal attention to the client, and again, building the team to do the background support is very important, because it's important to be in contact with your clients and keep them informed of the status of whether they're purchasing their home or selling a home. Even if there's nothing to report, it's important to talk to them. And I answer all my own phone calls. I do open houses. I just have so for me, it is a real business and not just a hobby.
Excellent. And can you maybe give our listeners a specific example of when your traits played a role in your path towards success?
Yes, I had met with a builder, and I thought, no one had ever done this before, being a realtor and a designer, and I said I could really help the clients through their building process. How about if we work as a team on the new construction project? So that was very successful. I did all the design for the clients from the beginning of the project to the end, help them with their real estate resale, and I was able to help them with the commission structure, because we were kind of working together on the full project, their resale plus their home build. And to this day, I keep in touch with those clients. So get invited to parties. I try to have an event once a month, inviting people to different areas of our Omaha market, and with some trends of what's going on in the home market, what's going on with new construction, colors, just anything that I can come up with. And that's been a lot of fun.
Excellent. And obviously you said you started during, you got your license right at the big crash, back in 2008. So maybe could you talk a little bit about some of the major adversities and trials that you've had to overcome in order to have the success that you've had?
Yeah, that was a big one. It was very bleak. At that time it was as though there was no business going on whatsoever at 2008 in any sector, and I'm not from Omaha originally. I'm from south of the Chicago area, and I didn't have friends or family that lived here. I didn't have a large network of people, and I had to, again, kind of rely on this design aspect of it to be something different. And I didn't have my first sale until June of 2009. So there was a year and a half, basically, of not working and not having a listing or a purchase contract. And I just had to develop the relationships, and that's, to me, that's what it's about, and learn about business. I'm creative and passionate, but I didn't understand the business aspect, so even doing some coaching helped me to understand the pillars of business to put it all together.
Excellent. And obviously, that, a year and a half before you actually had, any documented success. So what kept you going despite, that obstacle, and why didn't you give up? I mean, a year and a half with working and not really seeing any results, I mean, that to me would be extremely frustrating. So what kept you going to move through that?
Well, it was very frustrating. My husband was very encouraging, and he was supportive that I wasn't making, any money, and he was actually having to help to pay for all the dues and everything that it takes to, run your business. And he just had faith in me that I could do it, and that's really what kept me going, is I wanted to quit.
Excellent. And I guess kind of looking forward now, what is your vision for your career, say, over the next 5 years?
But as I'm developing the team to serve my customers, I have implemented an assistant who will help on the back end with projects, contracts, marketing of the listing, and I want to continue on with the builder that I'm working with currently, and put into place specific agents with a design intention. So when someone comes to an open house or of a model home, it's not just a realtor. It's someone that has design experience. They've been trained. They can answer the questions. They can help the customer. And I'm bringing on an interior design assistant as well, because it's also related. That's what I found. It's not about just the contract. It's about the whole home experience. And when someone walks into an existing home in an older part of the area and they want to remodel it, well, what is that going to cost? And will I price myself out of the neighborhood if I remodel this kitchen? What's my rate of return on the investment? I'm going to move in 5 years. So those are things that I'm beginning to implement and put into place to help the customer.
Excellent. And I guess kind of also on top of that, we're looking forward, what do you feel is the best way you market yourself as a real estate professional for continual growth?
Well, with the full service business aspect, I'm not a part-time realtor, and I touch the home as a full experience and not just a transaction. It is about the relationship, and how can we continue that relationship after a closing, and how can I help them? I have people that will continue to call me, oh, I need that handyman, or that plumber was fantastic, or can you help me with, my friend needs a moving company, or it's just all of those things. I want to be, and my team, the professional resource for anything that the customer and their friends and family need.
I guess sometimes I think people have a lot of misconceptions when it comes to real estate agents. So what do you think the biggest misconception or myth people have about working with a real estate agent is?
Well, especially in today's society with Zillow and Trulia and the internet, people become, they think that they can be a real estate agent, or they can sell their own property for sale by owner. Oh, we just cut we'll save the commission, and then, we're going to make all this money on our home. Well, I would say that would be similar to me going on WebMD to diagnose myself. I'm not the professional when it comes to doctoring, so why would I do that? So it's, because so with all the shows on HGTV, I've been on HGTV, but it gives people maybe a false sense that they can do it on their own, when the reality is a full-time professional realtor will save them time and money and headache in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just from a legal standpoint, right, there could be so many things that could come up, from disclosures to, we've had numerous people come on the show and we, talk about the different things that could go wrong. And I don't think a homeowner realizes all of the ins and outs, which, like you said, I'm not gonna go online and diagnose myself and try to perform that, or go to my buddy and say, hey, can you fix this thing on me? You want to use a professional that knows what they're doing.
Right.
So let's go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, because there are so many real estate agents, when the market is good, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're a full-time good agent. So that would be my advice to the consumers, to make sure that they are full-time and that this is their career.
Excellent. And let's say you get a call from a family member in another state, and they want to sell their home. What advice would you give them about selecting an agent that could best serve their needs? Kind of like how you take care of your people. What would you tell them to look for in selecting an agent?
Yeah, again, definitely a full-time agent. I would also check to see if they have a relocation certification. I am relocation certified as well. That is a great resource for out-of-town buyers coming in, and it's important to know that information. Someone who knows the city, who has the ins and outs of the process, and you can get a hold of them. I mean, if they don't call you back, then you need to move on to the next person. Absolutely.
And I guess if somebody wants to, if they need a real estate agent, especially in your area, which is the Omaha, Nebraska area, what's the best way that they can find out more information about you and how you can help them?
Sure, a couple different ways. You can always call me, and that's 402-630-5953. My email is Sallie, that's SALLIEM, Elliott, ELLIOTT @gmail. I also have a website. It's omahaprioritygroup.com. I am also on Facebook, and I believe it is Omaha Priority Group. It does say Omaha Priority Group, Facebook. And we post a lot of things on Facebook, happy clients, just fun events, tips, whether it's selling tips, staging tips, design tips. I'd say my Facebook page is the most active.
Excellent. Well, Sallie, we want to, obviously thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come here today and share your real estate business experience with all of our listeners. And if you want to learn more about Sallie, you can visit her site, like she said, omahaprioritygroup.com. We're also going to have a link below this video that you'll be able to click to go to her site, as well as we'll put her phone number and email contact information, so that if you are looking for an agent or somebody that can help you in the Omaha, Nebraska area, you can definitely reach out to her. So with all that said, everybody, until our next show, have a great day, and we'll talk to you all soon.
Thanks, Keith.
Thanks for listening to Real Estate Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading real estate industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at realestateinnovatorsradio.com today.